a comprehensive guide to how Elon Musk is changing Twitter. In the days after Musk took over, he booted top executives, slashed rank-and-file headcount by 50%, pushed engineers to work harder, and began fast-tracking a hodgepodge of potentially revenue-generating features, including charging users to get or keep a verification checkmark. Musk's new checkmark system, his first major product update, caused chaos in the hours after its release, as newly checkmarked users flooded the app with fake accounts, impersonating figures from Nintendo's Mario character to former US President George W. Adding to the chaos, by November 11th, less than a week since the new paid checkmark system was released, it appeared that the Twitter Blue subscription service that let you buy a checkmark was no longer working for many people. And while Musk didn't immediately change any of Twitter's policies against offensive content, in the hours after Musk took over there was a notable surge in hate speech on the app. Some of the users posting felt emboldened by Musk's free speech absolutist attitude, and actively tried to test the limits of what they could say on Twitter under the company's new leadership. In a staff meeting on November 10th, Musk said bankruptcy was not out of the question if Twitter doesn't figure out a way to make more money. The first official product change Musk confirmed after taking over Twitter was to start charging $8 per month for blue checkmarks, the verification badges that Twitter currently gives to public figures like journalists, politicians, and celebrities. Musk wanted to open up checkmarks to more people, as long as they're willing to pay that price. Twitter will also give your account more priority in replies, mentions, and search if you subscribe for the new service, meaning that those who don't pay up could lose visibility on the platform. That's caused major trolling, with some Twitter Blue accounts impersonating famous people like LeBron James, George W. Many of the new fake accounts use realistic profile photos, names, and handles, and have a checkmark next to their name, so it's hard to tell who's real or who's fake. This change also caused major debate among notable figures who got their checkmark for free, many of whom said they aren't willing to pay to keep their verification. After a group of people including comedian Kathy Griffin began trolling Musk's new policy by changing their names to Elon Musk and making fun of the tech CEO, Musk suspended their accounts and announced new rules. Any Twitter accounts involved in impersonation not clearly labeled as parody would be immediately suspended without warning, and any verified user who changes their Twitter name will temporarily have their checkmark removed. Musk also made another sudden change when he axed a new official gray checkmark, in addition to the blue one, rolled out on Thursday, meant to distinguish verified users who are also notable public figures. Within hours of the release, Musk tweeted that he killed the feature, and the new check marks left as quickly as they arrived. As of November 11th, the subscription service for buying checkmarks, Twitter Blue, had stopped working for many users. Rather than talking to his employees first, Musk often tweets whatever he's thinking, including his plans for the company. Elon's first message to his staff was sent on November 9th around midnight Pacific Time, announcing that he was ending Twitter's remote work for all policy, effective within hours. In the first week after Musk's takeover was complete, Twitter staff received little official communication, such as emails or corporate-wide Slack messages, from Twitter's executive leadership since Musk officially took over. That's been an adjustment for many Twitter employees who are used to a more measured, communicative, and structured work culture. Employees are turning to private or anonymous communication platforms like Blind, Signal, and Discord to commiserate, several employees told Recode, since they no longer feel they can be candid on internal Slack or email. Another major change Elon is making to Twitter's internal culture is to drastically ramp up the pace at which new features are developed. Normally, product changes like the ones that Musk is proposing, such as charging users for verification, would take months or even years to implement at Twitter. On November 10th, Twitter's top privacy and security executives resigned, including Chief Information Security Officer Lee Kissner, the company's Chief Privacy Officer, and Chief Compliance Officer, according to several reports. On the same day, Twitter's head of trust and safety, Yoel Roth, who in recent days had publicly reassured people that Twitter was still following its content moderation policies, also left. The week after he took over, Musk continued firing executives, including Twitter's Chief General Manager of Core Tech, and Chief Marketing Officer Leslie Berland, who just a few days earlier sent a cheery note announcing that Musk was visiting the San Francisco offices. Now, Musk is moving on to gutting Twitter's rank-and-file staff. Twitter informed its staff that layoffs would happen by 9 a.m. PT on Friday in a company-wide email. By late Thursday evening, several employees told Recode or posted publicly on Twitter that they had already been locked out of their work email and Slack accounts without any formal notice of whether they had been laid off. Musk has also reportedly planned to slash $1 billion from Twitter's infrastructure costs, such as server space, according to a report from Reuters, furthering those concerns. Ahead of the layoffs, some employees were fighting to keep their jobs and prove their value to the company by working on special high-priority projects, many of them at Musk's direction. Several Twitter employees told Recode that some colleagues worked 12-hour shifts over the weekend and slept on sofas in the office in order to make Musk's grueling deadlines. But many employees who were pulled into special projects and worked long shifts were still laid off, sources told Recode. One Twitter employee described the morale at the company after the layoffs as low, and said that many colleagues who survived this round of cuts wish they had gotten laid off and gotten severance instead. The company reportedly asked dozens of recently laid-off employees if they wanted to return to work at the company, according to a report from Bloomberg. A week and a half after the first wave of layoffs, Musk issued an ultimatum to employees: work harder or quit. The ultimatum seems to be a sign that Musk is trying to pare down Twitter's staff beyond the initial layoffs cutting half the company. But Musk's more laissez-faire philosophy on content moderation has also caused another group of people to celebrate: troll spreading racist, sexist, and otherwise hateful speech. One example, there was a 500% increase in uses of the N-word on Twitter in the 12 hours after Musk's deal was completed, according to a study from the Network Contagion Research Institute, even though none of Twitter's rules have changed on the matter. But data points like this have spooked several major advertisers that don't want their brand affiliated with offensive content, including General Motors, Volkswagen, Audi, and Pfizer, who are waiting to see more about what direction the company will take under Musk's leadership before they resume ads. Musk also told civil rights leaders he would reverse his decision to limit the amount of staff who can access content moderation systems, another one of their concerns. It's not just advertisers that are leaving Twitter because of Elon, there are also early signs that Elon's takeover and the resulting negativity are causing some users to leave. One report in MIT Technology Review estimated some 877,000 accounts were deactivated in the week after Musk's deal closed. But time will tell whether Musk exacerbates Twitter's existing problem of users fleeing the platform. Those changes include making people pay for certain types of high-risk video content. Many are speculating it would be adult video content, according to the Washington Post, bringing back Vine, the short-form video app Twitter acquired and later shuttered, changing the login page to the Explore page, charging people for sending DMs to high-profile users. Twitter is considering entering the payments business, an area Musk has experience in going back to his pre-PayPal days, according to a New York Times report citing paperwork filed with the U.S. Treasury Department. It could be part of Musk's stated ambitions to make Twitter a super app called X, which could be similar to WeChat in China that's used not just for posting messages but for things like making shopping purchases or ordering food delivery. So far, many of Musk's ideas, like Vine and paid videos, are old ones that Twitter has already tried, and failed at. Over time, it will become clear if Musk will be able to successfully resurrect these old ideas, and his new ones, like paying for a check mark, with a very different work culture and staff than Twitter had before.